Church. I wanted to just share a reflection as we move through the week. This past Sunday, we focused in on the creation story. And coming up on the 19th, we're going to be looking at the story of Abram and Sarai in our service. And as I was thinking about the journey between the two, I thought a lot about meaning and sacrifice. This past weekend, we remembered September 11th, 20th anniversary, which was a hard time for many of us. On September 11th, I was in my first year out of college working with housing at Methodist College in Fayetteville. And when those towers fell, it felt like a question to me. A question of that could be you. You could be called to serve your country. You could be in towers that fall. What sort of man will you become? What sort of person you will be? The answers I found to that are why I am the man I am today, serving in the church, serving with hospice, with a heart to serve and a heart to care. When we think about creation, that same question comes to us. A poem I love is by Mary Oliver, and it goes like this: Who made the world? Who made the swan and the black bear? Who made the grasshopper? This grasshopper, I mean. The one who has flung herself out of the grass. The one who is eating sugar out of my hand. Who is moving her jaws back and forth instead of up and down. Who is gazing around with her enormous and complicated eyes. Now she lifts her pale forearms and thoroughly washes her face. Now she snaps her wings open and floats away. I don't know exactly what prayer is. I do know how to pay attention, how to fall down into the grass, how to kneel down in the grass, how to be idle and to be blessed, how to stroll through the fields, which is what I have been doing all day. Tell me, what else should I have done? Doesn't everything die at last and too soon? Tell me, what is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life? In looking at creation, Mary Oliver had the same question come to her, astounded by its wonder, that came to me when I saw the towers fall. And it's a challenge to each of us. What will we do with this one wild and precious life? For each of us were made with a purpose and a possibility to change the world. And I can't pretend to have all the answers, but a part of the answer we looked at Sunday is the answer of bearing God's image. Like God, we can share in the work of creation as God brought beauty out of chaos. In the midst of a world that's chaotic, we can birth beauty. Like God, we can join in the work of redeeming. My brother joked with me when I bought a house. Brother, you shouldn't buy a house unless you're ready to put in a lot of work, keeping it fixed up. We share in the work of sustaining creation as God does. When we look around and say, how can we make things sustain? How can we sustain this good earth? How can we sustain our bodies, our health, our families, our communities? So we can join in creating, join in sustaining. And we can also join in redeeming. Anytime we help others who've lost their way, find their way back to faith, we're helping them discover their Redeemer. Anytime we see things that are damaged, like a polluted earth or a neighborhood that's gotten worn down, and we try to bring it back to health, we are joining God in God's work of redeeming. And this is the challenge to you this week. As we continue to meditate on creation, on this question, September 11th, and also our own creation brings us of what we will do with our lives. My challenge to you is to join God in the work of creating, join God in the work of sustaining, join God in the work of redeeming, and to realize, as we're going to look about this coming Sunday, that it doesn't have to be a sacrifice, but it can be a joy. Look forward to seeing you this coming Sunday. Also, I hope all of you join us on September 26th when we have our celebration service, which is sort of like our homecoming service at Life's Journey. We'll be meeting at McIntosh Lake under one of the sheltered areas there for worship and a fellowship meal. Contact me or the church for more details, and let us know if you want us to save a plate for you. Hope you join us both this Sunday and then. God bless you.